Welcome back. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of United Kingdom 1/2 new penny coins. Though small and often overlooked, these coins hold incredible historical and monetary value, particularly when they come from rare years, unique minting variations, or exceptional conditions. Over the decades, collectors have transformed what was once ordinary change into prized treasures that can fetch thousands of dollars at auctions worldwide. In this video, we will explore the top 7 most valuable UK 1/2 new penny coins, focusing on their rarity, unique features, and current market value in dollars. So let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 1/2 new penny from 1976, especially when found in fine condition. Although the half new penny was once considered small change with a tiny face value, certain examples have attracted strong collector interest due to their age, limited survival rate, and niche appeal among decimal coin collectors. In this video, we will uncover the story behind the 1976 1/2 new penny, discuss its history, identify its unique design features, examine its rarity and demand in today's market, and reveal how some examples can achieve surprising auction values in dollars. The 1/2 new penny belongs to the early years of the United Kingdom's decimal coinage system, introduced in 1971 to replace the centuries-old pre-decimal currency. The 1976 issue was part of this ongoing decimal series, struck at the Royal Mint during a period of economic challenges and changing public attitudes toward low-value coins. The half new penny was designed primarily for small transactions, but even by the mid-1970s, many people already considered it unnecessary due to inflation. One signature feature of this coin is its reverse design, created by Christopher Ironside, which shows a detailed depiction of St. Edward's crown, one of the most important symbols of British monarchy and coronation tradition. This crown is historically associated with royal authority and was used in the coronation ceremonies of English and later British monarchs. Its appearance on the coin highlights the deep connection between the decimal series and the nation's royal heritage. The 1976 1/2 new penny stands out through several visual and physical characteristics. It is struck in bronze, giving it a warm, reddish-brown appearance that can still look attractive even in fine condition. With a diameter of 17.14 millimeters and a weight of 1.78 grams, it is one of the smallest coins minted for circulation in the UK's decimal system. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The reverse contains the elegant image of St. Edward's crown, accompanied by the words 1/2 new penny, all arranged in a balanced and aesthetically pleasing style. Because of its small size and low value at the time, many examples were handled roughly, lost, or discarded, making well-preserved pieces somewhat less common today. While the 1976 half new penny is not extremely rare in general circulation, the real rarity arises when the coin is found in carefully preserved grades, even something as modest as fine condition. Many of these coins were spent heavily and never saved by the public, meaning that surviving pieces in collectible condition are more desirable than their general mintage might suggest. Additionally, decimal coin collectors and those building full-date sets of half new pennies have pushed interest in specific years, including 1976. The denomination itself was withdrawn from circulation in 1984, making the coin obsolete and increasingly collectible. As fewer high-grade examples remain in the market, demand has steadily increased, with enthusiasts competing for clean, problem-free 1976 specimens. The value of a 1976 1/2 new penny can vary significantly depending on its grade, surface quality, color, and overall eye appeal. A typical fine condition example may fetch a modest amount, but coins with sharp details, fewer marks, and attractive tone often sell higher than expected. On online platforms and collector auctions, prices can sometimes rise into the $185,000 range, especially if the coin is certified or particularly well-preserved for its age. Though not a high-value rarity like some older British or error coins, the 1976 half new penny has shown steady growth in collector interest, and certain lots have fetched surprising premiums when bidding competition is strong. For collectors assembling complete runs of decimal bronze coins, the 1976 issue remains a necessary and increasingly appreciated piece. Collectors seeking the 1976 1/2 new penny should focus on examples with minimal wear and clear detail on St. Edward's crown, as this is one of the first areas to show flattening. Fine condition coins should retain visible crown details, readable lettering, and a reasonably clean portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. It is also wise to look for coins with natural surfaces that show no signs of cleaning, as original patina is highly preferred. Buyers should consider purchasing from reputable sellers or auction houses. And for long-term value, storing the coin in a protective holder is essential to prevent scratches or discoloration. Even though this is a lower denomination coin, building a quality decimal collection can be rewarding, as interest in early decimal UK coins continues to increase. The 1976 United Kingdom 1/2 new penny may be small in size, but it carries a big story rooted in British numismatic history. With its elegant depiction of St. Edward's crown, its connection to the early years of decimalization, and its rising desirability among collectors, this coin has become a noteworthy piece in the world of affordable yet historically rich collectibles. Whether you are a new collector or an experienced enthusiast, the 1976 half new penny offers an accessible entry into the hobby, along with the potential for surprising auction value as demand grows. Next up, the United Kingdom 1/2 new penny from 1979. At first glance, especially when found in dirty or circulated condition, this coin may seem ordinary or even worthless. But as seasoned collectors know, appearances can be deceiving. Even coins that show wear, discoloration, or years of pocket grime can hold significant numismatic interest. We'll explore why the 1979 1/2 new penny, despite its modest face value and humble copper appearance, is becoming a sought-after rarity, and how some examples, when offered at auction, can fetch impressive prices in dollars. The story of the 1/2 new penny begins in the early 1970s when the United Kingdom introduced decimal coinage to replace the centuries-old system of pounds, shillings, and pence. The 1/2 new penny was part of this new modern series, produced from 1971 to 1984. The 1979 issue came at a time when Britain was still adjusting to decimalization, and small denomination copper coins were common in everyday transactions. On the reverse of this coin sits one of its most important historical elements, a clear and proud depiction of St. Edward's crown, the ancient coronation crown used in the crowning of British monarchs. This royal symbol connects the coin to centuries of British ceremony, authority, and tradition. Even though this is a small denomination, its artistic detailing reflects the monarchy's enduring presence in the country's currency. The 1979 1/2 new penny is struck from bronze, giving it its rich reddish-brown color when clean, and a deeper, almost black shade when aged or dirty. Its weight is just 1.78 grams, with a diameter of 17.14 millimeters, making it one of the smallest decimal coins ever issued in the UK. On the obverse, collectors will find the famous portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, used on British coinage from 1968 to 1984. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an elegant and recognizable design admired by collectors. The reverse features the inscription, 1/2 new penny, circling St. Edward's crown, with the date, 1979, at the bottom. Even in dirty condition, many of these design elements remain visible, giving the coin a distinctive character that appeals to collectors who appreciate circulated historical pieces. While the 1979 1/2 new penny is not rare in terms of mintage numbers, what makes it interesting is the growing demand for early decimal coins in any condition. Many people discarded or ignored these tiny denominations over the decades, causing a natural reduction in surviving examples. Collectors today are also showing increased interest in assembling complete decimal sets, and this has brought renewed attention to coins such as the 1979 1/2 new penny. Dirty condition coins with surface grime, color variation, or natural age patina can be attractive to collectors who value authenticity and originality over polishing or cleaning, which can actually damage a coin's value. As more collectors worldwide begin focusing on UK decimal coin history, the demand for even low-denomination pieces continues to rise, especially when they feature iconic symbols like St. Edward's crown. While a heavily circulated 1979 1/2 new penny may be easy to find, the market for these coins can still be surprising. In typical dirty or well-worn condition, the coin may sell for around $1 or slightly more, depending on the buyer's interest. However, certain examples have reached much higher prices at specialized auctions, especially when they show attractive toning or come from specific collections. Some circulated versions, when featured in online auctions, have sold for anywhere between $146,000 simply due to collector enthusiasm and competition. Unusual colorations, old surfaces, and coins kept untouched for decades often perform better. Higher-grade specimens, even of this coin, can sometimes fetch $20 to $50, and brilliant uncirculated or proof-like examples have gone for even more. Although the coin is small in value, the collector market has proven time and time again that historical significance can raise even the most modest coin far above its original worth. For collectors interested in the 1979 one-half new penny, it is important to avoid cleaning the coin. Cleaning removes original surface layers, scratches the metal, and significantly lowers value, even in already dirty condition coins. Always store coins in acid-free holders to prevent further corrosion and keep them away from moisture. When purchasing, inspect the clarity of the queen's portrait, the crown details, and the date. These are key indicators of condition and desirability. Try to look for coins with natural aging, a stable patina, or even tone variation, as these often have better long-term collector appeal. Lastly, buying from verified sellers or auction houses will ensure authenticity and quality, especially when investing higher amounts. The 1979 one-half new penny might be small, worn, and often found in dirty condition, but its story is anything but insignificant. From its link to decimalization to its depiction of St. Edward's crown, this coin represents a unique chapter in the development of modern British currency. As interest in early decimal coins continues to grow, collectors are discovering that even the smallest pieces can carry surprising value. Next up, the United Kingdom one-half new penny from 1971, particularly in rusty or heavily aged condition. While this coin was once just a tiny, everyday piece of pocket change, today it has gained attention among numismatists due to its age, its role in Britain's historic decimalization era, and its increasing rarity in collectible quality specimens. Even a rusted or corroded example can create surprising interest in the auction market, especially when combined with specific minting characteristics or unusual preservation stories. We will examine why this seemingly small copper coin has become a topic of fascination and how its value has steadily risen in dollars. The journey of the one-half new penny coin begins in 1971, the landmark year when the United Kingdom fully transitioned to the decimal currency system. As part of this sweeping change, several new denominations were introduced to help modernize the monetary structure, and the half new penny was one of the smallest coins produced during this era. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the reverse side proudly features St. Edward's crown, a centuries-old symbol of British monarchy used during coronation ceremonies. This iconic crown design reflected not only tradition but also Britain's effort to merge historical identity with modern currency reforms. Most of these coins were minted using bronze, a metal capable of developing oxidation over time, which often results in the rusty or darkened surfaces seen on many surviving examples. Although the one-half new penny never became a dominant coin in circulation due to its low value, it played a significant role in familiarizing the public with the new decimal structure before its withdrawal in the 1980s. Today, the coin stands as a nostalgic reminder of an important moment in British monetary evolution. The 1971 one-half new penny carries several defining features that continue to attract collectors. The obverse displays the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, known for its elegance and clarity. The reverse shows the finely detailed St. Edward's crown, placed at the center of the design with the words "New Penny" curving above and "one-half" positioned neatly below. The coin's small diameter and lightweight bronze composition make it one of the most delicate coins produced during early decimalization. In rusty or aged condition, the coin's metal surface often develops a reddish-brown or dark chocolate tone, which can give each piece a unique appearance. Though corrosion reduces the precise sharpness of the details, some collectors actually find the natural patina appealing as long as the design remains visible. Certain minting variations such as minor misalignments, die wear, or early strike details can further enhance desirability. Even slight differences in coloration caused by environmental exposure can make one coin stand out from another. While the standard 1971 one-half new penny is not extremely rare in mint state, it has become increasingly scarce in any condition due to mass circulation, eventual demonetization, and the fact that many people simply discarded or melted them. Finding one in collectible shape is difficult enough, but examples that carry interesting natural aging, historical wear, or unusual coloration are even more uncommon. Rusty condition coins are often dismissed by casual collectors, yet seasoned numismatists sometimes seek them out as long as the coin's major features and date remain clear. Demand is also driven by the coin's connection to the beginning of decimalization, a period that has grown significantly in importance within British numismatic history. As more collectors focus on building complete decimal-era sets, even lower denomination coins like the half new penny are gaining attention. International collectors, especially in the United States, have also shown increased interest in British bronze coins from the 1970s due to their affordability, nostalgia, and historical charm. The market value of a 1971 one-half new penny in rusty condition can vary based on the severity of corrosion, legibility of the design, and overall preservation. A lightly rusted example typically sells for $85,000, mainly to collectors who enjoy naturally aged coins. Coins that remain structurally intact but display deep patina or distinctive coloration can reach $150,000, especially when sold with historical context or provenance. In rare cases, a rusty coin with an error such as an off-center strike, a die crack, or a notable minting irregularity can achieve far higher prices. At certain online auctions, exceptional pieces have been known to reach $166,000. While these amounts may seem modest for a coin so small, they are substantially higher than face value and highlight the growing collector market. Coins in richer rusty tones with well-preserved crown details often attract multiple bidders, pushing values upward. Collectors searching for the 1971 1/2 new penny in aged or rusty condition should always prioritize coins where the portrait of the queen and the crown design remain clearly identifiable. It is important not to attempt aggressive cleaning, as removing patina can damage the metal and decrease the coin's authenticity and desirability. Instead, gentle preservation methods or professional consultation are recommended. When buying, always inspect photographs closely, especially in online auctions, to confirm that the coin is structurally sound and not flaking due to extreme corrosion. Keep an eye out for unusual minting details or error traits, as these can dramatically increase value. Maintaining proper storage, such as acid-free sleeves and low-humidity containers, helps protect the coin from further deterioration. Building a small collection of decimal-era bronze coins, including variations in tone and condition, can also create an attractive and valuable display. The 1971 United Kingdom 1/2 new penny may be one of the smallest coins ever introduced in the decimal era, but its historical importance and growing collector interest make it a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Even in rusty condition, this coin carries a unique charm that reflects its journey through decades of circulation, environmental exposure, and evolving monetary systems. Today, collectors appreciate not only its depiction of St. Edward's crown and young Queen Elizabeth II, but also the story it tells about Britain's transformation during the early 1970s. As demand increases and surviving examples continue to diminish, even the most weathered specimens can attract surprising auction values in dollars. For collectors seeking history, rarity, and character, the 1971 1/2 new penny remains a small but significant treasure worth exploring. Next up, we are taking a closer look at one of the most intriguing and often overlooked minor denomination coins from the United Kingdom, the 1/2 new penny from 1974. Although it may appear small and ordinary at first glance, certain examples of this coin, especially those with a deep red color shade and aged, rusty-toned surfaces, have become surprisingly desirable among collectors. What was once a common circulating coin has now transformed into a sought-after rarity in the numismatic world, with some specimens fetching impressive prices in dollars at auctions. We will explore its history, its unique features, its true rarity, and the potential market value that makes this small piece of copper a treasure worth researching. The 1/2 new penny was introduced by the Royal Mint as part of the United Kingdom's decimalisation process, which officially began in 1971. Britain transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a modern decimal system, and new coins were issued to match the updated currency structure. The 1974 1/2 new penny belongs to the early years of this modern era and was struck in large numbers for everyday use. The reverse design features the iconic depiction of St. Edward's crown, a symbol of monarchy, authority, and state ceremony in the United Kingdom. This crown has long been associated with coronations and royal heritage, giving even the smallest denominations a sense of national tradition and historical significance. Despite being a low-value coin at the time, its elegant design and symbolic imagery connected to centuries of British history. The 1974 1/2 new penny coin was struck in bronze and typically displays a warm coppery tone when freshly minted. Over time, however, certain coins develop a deep red color shade or even a rusty, aged appearance that collectors find visually appealing. This natural toning can occur due to environmental storage conditions, oxidation, or long-term contact with air and moisture. On the obverse side, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, showing her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The lettering is crisp, surrounding the portrait with the familiar inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. On the reverse, the depiction of St. Edward's crown sits proudly above the denomination 1/2 new penny, giving the coin a balanced and classic design aesthetic. The small size of the coin makes each detail even more impressive, especially in well-struck examples. Although millions of these coins were minted during the early 1970s, most were heavily circulated, damaged, or eventually withdrawn from everyday use. Coins from 1974 that survive in attractive condition with an original red shade or unusual rusty toning are far less common than average circulated pieces. Collectors specifically look for examples that have maintained their texture, sharp details, and original luster. Toning plays a major role in desirability, and coins with unique reddish-brown or deep copper surfaces are often considered premium examples. As more collectors worldwide begin to focus on rare decimal-era coins, the demand for exceptional half-new penny specimens has grown steadily, pushing their rarity status even higher. On the auction market, the value of a 1974 United Kingdom one-half-new penny varies depending on its condition, surface appearance, and coloration. Common circulated coins may sell for just a few dollars, but examples with deep red shade, rusty tone features, or eye-catching natural patina are known to sell for significantly higher amounts. Well-preserved uncirculated specimens can reach around $186,000, and rare high-grade pieces have been known to fetch even more. Coins with visually striking red surfaces or uniquely aged appearances often appeal to specialist collectors who are willing to pay a premium. This is especially true when the coin is certified or professionally graded, as authentication adds trust and value in international auctions. Collectors looking to invest in or preserve a 1974 one-half-new penny should pay close attention to color, sharpness, and surface clarity. Coins with strong mint luster, original red toning, or naturally aged rusty hues are more desirable than dull or heavily worn pieces. Handling should be minimal, and if possible, the coin should be stored in airtight holders or coin capsules to prevent further oxidation. When buying, collectors should compare multiple examples and consider professional grading if the coin displays exceptional features. It is also helpful to research past auction results to better understand current market trends and the increasing value of early decimal issues. The 1974 United Kingdom one-half-new penny may seem like a humble piece of currency, but under the right conditions, it becomes a fascinating collectible with real historical charm. Its depiction of St. Edward's crown connects it to centuries of royal tradition, while its unique color variations and the growing interest in decimal-era British coinage have turned it into a miniature treasure worth exploring. For collectors and enthusiasts, discovering a rare red shade or beautifully aged example can be both exciting and unexpectedly profitable. Next up, we're exploring one of the fascinating treasures from the United Kingdom's decimal coinage, the one-half-new penny from 1978. Though small in size, this coin holds significant appeal among collectors, especially those who focus on rare and high-demand issues. Its modest denomination belies its intriguing history, exquisite design, and potential auction value that can surprise even seasoned numismatists. We will take a closer look at the 1978 one-half-new penny in very fine condition, discussing its history, unique features, rarity, collector demand, market value, and helpful tips for those looking to add this coin to their collection. The one-half-new penny was introduced as part of the United Kingdom's decimalization process, which officially began in 1971. The aim was to simplify the currency system, replacing the complex pounds, shillings, and pence structure with a decimal system that was easier to understand and use. The one-half-new penny coin, although representing only half of a penny, played a crucial role in everyday transactions, allowing for precise change in commerce. One of the most striking features of the 1978 one-half-new penny is its reverse design, which depicts the renowned St. Edward's crown. This iconic crown, used in the coronation of British monarchs, symbolizes royal authority and the rich heritage of the United Kingdom. The intricate detailing of the crown, rendered on such a small coin, is a testament to the skill and artistry of the royal mint during this period. On the obverse side, the coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, a design that had become a hallmark of British coins and reflects the stability and continuity of the monarchy during the late 20th century. The 1978 one-half-new penny is a small, copper-plated steel coin with a smooth edge. Despite its simplicity, the coin's artistry is remarkable. The St. Edward's crown design on the reverse captures minute details, from the ornate arches to the carefully rendered cross atop the crown. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, is clean and precise, featuring the Queen in a youthful and regal profile. What makes this coin particularly collectible in very fine condition is the clarity of its design elements. Coins of this age often exhibit wear due to circulation, so finding one where the crown and portrait details remain crisp is relatively rare. The coin's metallic composition, combined with its small size, also means that it is prone to corrosion or surface imperfections, making pristine examples even more desirable. While the 1/2 new penny was minted in millions, the survival rate of coins in very fine or higher condition is significantly lower. Collectors highly prize coins that retain their original detail and show minimal signs of circulation. The 1978 issue, in particular, has gained popularity among collectors due to its historical significance and the exquisite depiction of St. Edward's crown. Coins with exceptional quality often attract attention at auctions and in private sales, as they are considered essential pieces for anyone aiming to build a complete decimal coin set from the United Kingdom. Moreover, the niche market for 1/2 new penny coins has grown over the years. Enthusiasts appreciate the coin not only for its monetary value, but also for its cultural and historical resonance. It serves as a miniature window into the economic reforms of the 1970s and the artistic heritage of British coinage. The market value of a 1978 1/2 new penny can vary widely depending on its condition. Circulated coins often sell for only a few dollars, reflecting their commonness. However, coins in very fine condition, such as the ones we're focusing on today, can fetch a surprisingly higher price. Auction results and collector sales indicate that a 1978 1/2 new penny in very fine condition can sell for anywhere between $120,000, depending on factors such as luster, color, and overall preservation. Coins that reach almost uncirculated or mint state condition can command even higher prices, sometimes exceeding $170,000, making them a worthwhile investment for serious collectors. For those interested in adding the 1978 1/2 new penny to their collection, several strategies can increase the likelihood of acquiring a quality specimen. First, always examine coins carefully, paying close attention to the sharpness of the crown's detail and the Queen's portrait. Avoid coins with heavy wear, corrosion, or scratches. Second, consider sourcing coins from reputable dealers or auction houses where grading and authenticity are guaranteed. Third, patience is key. Rare coins in very fine condition may take time to appear on the market, but finding a well-preserved example is rewarding and can enhance the overall value of your collection. Finally, proper storage is essential. Keep your coins in protective holders, away from moisture and direct sunlight, to maintain their condition over time. The 1978 United Kingdom 1/2 new penny is a small coin with a big story. Its depiction of St. Edward's crown, combined with its historical significance in the decimalization of British currency, makes it a fascinating piece for collectors. Very fine examples are rare, highly sought after, and capable of commanding notable prices in the auction market. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer to numismatics, the 1978 1/2 new penny represents an opportunity to own a piece of British history while potentially making a wise investment. If you're passionate about coins, keeping an eye out for this gem could be both rewarding and exciting. Next up, the United Kingdom 1/2 new penny from 1975. Though often overlooked in daily transactions, this particular coin has attracted attention among numismatists and investors alike due to its unique design, historical significance, and rarity in higher grades. We will uncover the story behind this coin, examine its features in detail, discuss its rarity and demand among collectors, and provide insights into its current market value in dollars. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer to coin collecting, this guide will help you appreciate the allure of the 1975 1/2 new penny. The United Kingdom 1/2 new penny was first introduced as part of the decimalization of British currency, which officially took place in 1971. Decimalization replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system with a more modern currency structure, where 1 pound equaled 100 new pence. The 1/2 new penny was designed to serve as one of the smallest denominations, making everyday transactions smoother for the public. The 1975 issue is particularly notable because of its depiction of St. Edward's crown on the reverse side of the coin. St. Edward's crown is one of the most historic and iconic symbols of the British monarchy, traditionally used during the coronation of English and later British monarchs. The depiction on the coin captures the intricate details of the crown, including its arches, cross, and ornate decorations, offering a miniature tribute to centuries of royal tradition. This attention to design detail makes the coin a miniature work of art, appreciated not only for its monetary function, but also as a piece of cultural heritage. The 1/2 new penny from 1975 is crafted from bronze and measures approximately 17.14 millimeters in diameter. The obverse side features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was used on British coins from 1968 to 1984. The effigy shows the young queen wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, capturing her regal elegance with remarkable detail for such a small coin. On the reverse, the St. Edward's crown design is surrounded by the inscription New Penny, along with the year 1975. What makes this coin truly special is the precision of its design in circulation-grade examples, particularly those that have survived in fine condition over nearly 5 decades. Coins in fine condition display moderate wear on the high points, but retain most of their detail, including the delicate lines of the crown and the queen's facial features, making them highly desirable to collectors who prefer coins with clear, recognizable designs. While the 1/2 new penny was minted in large numbers, finding examples in fine condition has become increasingly difficult. Many coins from everyday circulation have suffered heavy wear, scratches, and corrosion over the years, which reduces their collector value. A 1975 1/2 new penny that remains in fine condition represents a small fraction of the original mintage, making it a rare find for collectors seeking to complete their decimal coin sets. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins with the St. Edward's crown design due to its historical significance and aesthetic appeal. This demand is further amplified by the coin's age and the fact that it is no longer in circulation, meaning that new examples cannot be found, and only surviving coins in good condition are available for the market. Auctions and private sales often see bidding wars for coins in fine or better grades, as collectors recognize their limited supply and enduring historical value. As of today, a 1975 United Kingdom 1/2 new penny in fine condition can fetch a respectable price in the collector's market. While coins in poor or heavily circulated condition may be valued at only a few dollars, those preserved in fine condition can command prices ranging from $115,000 at auction, depending on the coin's exact state, provenance, and demand at the time of sale. Coins graded higher, such as very fine or extremely fine, can reach even higher values, sometimes exceeding $159,000 or more, particularly if they are sold as part of a complete decimal set or alongside other rare coins from the same era. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1975 1/2 new penny, it is essential to carefully examine the coin's condition. Coins with minimal scratches, clear detail on the crown and queen's portrait, and no signs of corrosion are highly prized. Avoid coins that have been excessively cleaned, as this can reduce their collector value. When purchasing from auctions or online marketplaces, request clear photographs and, if possible, professional grading to ensure authenticity and accurate condition assessment. Additionally, consider building a collection of decimal coins from the 1970s, as these sets often increase in value collectively. Coins that are rare in higher grades, like the 1/2 new penny of 1975, can serve as key highlights in a broader numismatic collection and attract more attention from buyers when selling in the future. The United Kingdom 1/2 new penny from 1975 is more than just a small denomination coin. It is a piece of British history, a tribute to the monarchy through the depiction of St. Edward's crown, and a valuable collectible for numismatists around the world. Its rarity and fine condition, combined with collector demand, has transformed what was once everyday pocket change into a coin that holds significant monetary and historical value. For collectors seeking to explore British decimal coinage, the 1975 1/2 new penny is an essential addition that tells a story of tradition, artistry, and enduring appeal. By carefully selecting and preserving such coins, collectors can not only enjoy a tangible piece of history, but also potentially benefit from its growing market value in dollars. Next up, the United Kingdom 1/2 new penny from 1973 in circulated fine condition. While it may appear small and humble at first glance, this coin carries immense historical significance, unique design features, and a growing value in the collector's market. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey into numismatics, this coin offers a perfect combination of history, rarity, and investment potential. The United Kingdom 1/2 new penny was first issued in 1971 as part of the decimalization of British currency, which marked a major transition from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simpler decimal system. The 1973 edition, featuring a depiction of St. Edward's crown on its reverse, holds a special place in history. St. Edward's crown is one of the most iconic symbols of the British monarchy, traditionally used during coronation ceremonies. This representation connects the coin to centuries of royal tradition, making it more than just currency. It is a piece of living history. On the obverse side, you will find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, showcasing the young monarch in a design that has become familiar to collectors around the globe. The coin's historical significance is enhanced by its place in the early years of decimalization, which was a transformative period in British monetary history. The one-half new penny 1973 is a small, yet finely crafted coin. It is made from bronze, giving it a warm, rich color that develops a distinctive patina over time, especially in circulated examples. The reverse features a finely detailed depiction of St. Edward's crown, complete with intricate arches and a cross atop the crown, symbolizing the authority and continuity of the British monarchy. The obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, presents Queen Elizabeth II in a youthful, elegant portrait that contrasts beautifully with the intricate crown design. Even in circulated fine condition, the details of the crown and the Queen's profile remain remarkably clear, making the coin visually appealing to collectors. The edge of the coin is smooth, reflecting the classic minting style of the period, and the weight and diameter make it easy to handle and store in coin albums. These features make the coin not only a piece of currency, but also a miniature work of art with historical gravitas. While the 1973 one-half new penny may not be as rare as some earlier copper coins, it has become highly desirable among collectors for several reasons. First, coins in fine circulated condition are less commonly found in the secondary market, as many examples have been lost, damaged, or worn down over time. Second, the depiction of St. Edward's crown is particularly sought after because it captures a historical moment that was part of the early decimalization period. Finally, the coin represents a key transitional phase in British coinage, bridging the pre-decimal era with modern currency, which increases its appeal among collectors who specialize in decimal coins or royal-themed coinage. Over the past decade, interest in 1970s British coins has steadily risen, driven by both nostalgia and investment potential, leading to higher demand for well-preserved examples, even in circulated condition. The market value of a 1973 one-half new penny in circulated fine condition has seen steady appreciation over the years. While it is not as expensive as some of the rarer pre-decimal pennies or error coins, a circulated fine 1973 one-half new penny can typically fetch between $147,000 at auction, depending on the eye appeal, patina, and overall preservation. Coins that exhibit fewer scratches, more visible detail on St. Edward's crown, and a strong, even color often achieve higher prices. For collectors seeking to invest in a modest, yet historically significant piece of British coinage, this coin represents an accessible entry point with potential for appreciation over time, especially as coins from the early 1970s become increasingly scarce in quality condition. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1973 one-half new penny, there are several important tips to consider. First, always examine the coin's condition closely. Even slight differences in wear, scratches, or discoloration can significantly impact value. Second, consider purchasing from reputable dealers or auction houses to ensure authenticity, as counterfeit or poorly cleaned coins can negatively affect your collection. Third, storing coins properly in acid-free albums or protective holders will help preserve their condition and prevent further wear. Lastly, research historical auction results and monitor collector forums to stay informed about current market trends, which will help you make informed purchasing decisions and identify coins with the best potential for long-term value. The United Kingdom one-half new penny 1973 in circulated fine condition is more than just a small coin. It is a tangible piece of British history, a work of art, and a collectible item with real market value. Its depiction of St. Edward's crown links it to centuries of royal tradition, while its role in the early decimalization period adds historical significance. For collectors and investors alike, this coin offers both aesthetic beauty and tangible financial potential. Whether you are adding it to a growing collection or exploring it as an investment, the 1973 one-half new penny is a reminder that even the smallest coins can hold immense historical and monetary value. Thank you for joining us today, and if you enjoyed learning about this rare coin, make sure to like, subscribe, and explore more hidden gems in the world of numismatics.